What is up, everybody? We are here back with another one. It's waiver wire time, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to bring out a lot of energy right now because I was just about to jump off the ledge watching this fucking Philly game. Holy shit, it was bad, boys. We are recording this on a Sunday night right now. I'm like tweaking out right now. I told Scotty, I was a little indecisive on what I should do with my life, and he said, keep going. So we're recording. So drop something in the comments for me now. But this is waiver wire, and we're gonna dial it up for you. This is a 12-man PPR league, and that's kind of how we dial in most of our things. If you're new to here, that's how we do it. If you're a returner, then you already know the fucking deal. But Scotty, do you want me to start it off for us, baby? Because I can dial it in. Because I got someone who's on my mind right now. He's itching me. He's got me like a crack addict, and I'm going to get him out of my fucking mouth right now.
I just want to say two things before you dial it up.
Don't say it, dude. Come on. Don't do me.
One, before anybody listens, drop some trade requests in the comments. If you have anything or any questions you want to pick up, any players you're thinking of picking up, or you have any trades or anything you want us to dial up, we'll respond to every single comment. So chime in there. But other thing, dog check.
Yeah. How about them dogs? Boy. Hell yeah. Let's fuck around and get some noise complaints on this pod, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You got your dogs out. So, no, that was good. Cleveland got the dub against the Niners. Love that. But fuck, Philly couldn't get it done. But I am going to Mr. Rice, who is the guy who I'm going with, who is the wide receiver for Kansas City, and that is Rasheed Rice. So with him, he is tied to Patrick Mahomes, and he has been slowly getting a little bit more of a role on this offense. He faces the Chargers next week. Do I have to say anything else? No, I do not. Add him to the team. He is going to help you out, and you might be able to put him in a little flex spot, especially with this bye week coming up, because currently we have the Carolina Panthers, the Bengals, Dallas, Houston, Jets, and the Tennessee Titans all on bye this week, so there's going to be some people hurting.
Yeah, and that game's probably going to be a shootout, too. I'd be curious to see what the over-under is, if that line is even out yet, but you could probably guarantee I don't want to say guarantee a touchdown from Rice, but I feel like it's pretty safe bet.
Looking real juicy.
Yeah, pretty safe bet if you want to take him like any touchdown score. So if he's available, I would pick him up. It's probably a guaranteed touchdown, especially let's say wide receiver of yours is on bye this week. Can you say the bye teams again? We looked it up before the pod.
Bye teams. We got Carolina Bengals, we got the Colts, we got the Cowboys, Texans, and Jets. I mean, not Colts, the Titans. I got them a little mixed up today. But, those are the people who are on bye. And, Scotty, who you got over there, baby? I know you got somebody, a little freak.
I got my boy. If he is available in your league, I think you need to pick him up. Now, Jerome Ford's the starter, obviously, but it was funny. Kareem Hunt came out first today on the first series, so I'm not sure if that says anything about his role moving forward. But he's also, too, very touchdown dependent. I mean, you're kind of just sticking him in there in the hopes he gets a touchdown. I think he had like 15 points today. So Kareem Hunt's a good play if maybe in your flex he catches a lot of screen passes, a lot of dump offs from the quarterback, and especially Deshaun Watson should, in quotes, be back next week. So I think Kareem Hunt, if he's available, certainly a great pickup.
No, I love that one. That's a good, juicy one. And I'm going to roll into this one. Now, this might surprise you, Scotty, because also we have not really talked about these prior to the pod. But I'm going to say Curtis Samuel. And I'm going to say this because in my work league, he was actually on the waivers this upcoming week. He was on the waivers this past week, and he's still sitting there right now. The past weekends, he's put up 14, he's put up 18, and he's put up 18 again, and he's playing the Giants next week, who are garbage. If you are a Giants fan, I am sorry for you. Your team is hot ass. Danny Dimes is – hopefully he'll be playing by then because I don't even think he's playing tonight. So, definitely need to dial in some Curtis Samuel. If he is still on your waiver wires, try to find him because he would be juicy. Because we've been talking about it, and we're going to reiterate it again in this pod, but we like the Commanders passer right now. He's dialing it in. He's been doing the thing.
Yeah. Samhow's been good. But my next pick, I'm going to say I think Wan'Dale Robinson is his name for the Giants. Wan'Dale. Yeah. It's like a W-A-N.
It's a very spicy pick there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're one of your wide receivers, maybe your flex option is on bye this week, he might be a decent play. He was drafted 43rd overall by the Giants, and he's the youngest of their core. So 43rd overall is still pretty high for a wide receiver. So they might be looking to use him. And his path to targets this year hasn't been all that difficult. I mean, he has through 3 games he's played, he has 17 targets. So I feel like that's pretty decent for a rookie wide receiver. And look at that competition he has. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not that great. Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, and
Yeah.
a couple other guys, no-name guys that are not that great. So I mean, he could break off a big play, catch a touchdown. You never know. It's worth a gamble. And he's only
Yeah, get
rostered.
it out there today, huh? Get there, huh? Yeah, a little thunder. Yeah.
But
Oh,
he's only
shit.
rostered like in 5% of leagues, especially
Yeah.
12-man PPR. So he's definitely available. So that's kind of a sleeper pick. If he's out there, take a chance. Go grab him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not a bad one. The next one I'm going to say is a little bit spicy here. It's Keon Ingram. This is for the Cardinals running back. So it was kind of under the impression that, God, I can't remember the other guy's name, but the guy who was actually supposed to be the starter this week for, hold on, let me look him up real quick because I know somebody who actually has him in my league. I actually traded for, so I did a trade. I did a trade for this Cardinals running back and Ridley for CeeDee Lamb this upcoming week. So the guy probably will never trade with me again. But Demercado, that was the guy's name.
Ricardo. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone thought he was going to be the lead back, but dude, he had 2 carries and he only had like 2 freaking
Yeah.
points. So absolute trash. Ingram actually had more carries. He had double-digit carries and also 2. He was more the lead back. So possibly could be interesting as far as trying to pick somebody up. If you really need an RB like really, really bad, could be possibly. But also, I have some better ones that I think that are coming up. But that was just a little spice one, you know? That little fucking little mamacita spice.
Okay. I like that. That's I like the lesser known picks because I feel like
Yeah.
the lesser known they are, the
Yeah.
more available they
I'm
are.
diving deep in this thing. We're head first. Trey Songz,
There you
baby.
go. All right, my next one is Rasheed Shaheed, however you pronounce it,
Yeah.
for the Saints.
Yeah.
Um, Chris Olave has not been getting the love this year. I mean, his first 3 games, yeah, and then of course I make a trade for him. And the game I make a trade for him, he scores like 1.5 points, and then every
Yeah.
following game he scored like 9, and then like
He
however
didn't
many.
do too bad today. He didn't do too bad today. He got back on track.
How many did he score today? Because I got a new phone, so I couldn't see. My
Okay, so he had 10 targets. I think he caught 9. He had like 16 points.
Okay, that's actually really solid for
That's
Olave.
better than what it's been. It's been a
Yeah, a
fucking
lot better
crazy
than what it's
test.
been. But
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed's a decent option. He's a big play threat, and you saw one play can make a fantasy player. That's kind of what happened today with I think it was a 34-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So look for him in deeper leagues. I think could be the move, and maybe a flex play or something like that. You're really
Yeah.
strapping for players. There's not much available. Rashid could be the play.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a deeper league pick because, like you said, his ceiling's pretty high. He's had a couple weeks, and he did this last year too. I think he was a rookie last year, his second year as a wide receiver. He is really good. He can stretch the field. He's quick, and then he's tied to Derek Carr. So there's been a little bit of miscommunication with him in the lobby. I think they got a little bit back on par, but we all know Michael Thomas ain't lasting a full season. So I could see Rasheed stepping into another kind of wide receiver 2 role for them. But my next pick, I am going to say, is get Elijah Mitchell right now. Because guess what? C-Mac, he's questionable. He went out on today's game. Who is the next guy on this 49ers running backs? It's Big Mitch, baby. And guess what?
Raja.
I want a running back for 49ers, baby. Ooh, yeah. And I think it'd be a really good pickup. And I really don't have to explain it that much. But, that Christian McCaffrey is probably going to throw all his fab on Elijah Mitchell this upcoming waiver wire week because he might miss a game or 2. So, I think it could be a great little kind of rental, especially on this bye week.
Okay. Now my pick. I didn't tell you this before the pod, but
Yeah.
this is going to be a little defense streamline in here.
Oh, Daddy D. Throw up your D's, baby.
The Green Bay Packers head
Oh.
on the road to take on Denver.
Okay.
And we've all seen how bad Denver's been this year. Russell Wilson he's not been atrocious, but last game against the Chiefs, he looked real bad.
Yeah.
That whole team just looks real bad. I'm not sure what their issue is, but
Yeah.
if it's the head coach, if it's Russ, if it's the fucking fans, who knows?
Yeah.
But that whole team's looked rough, and you had Darnell Savage and Quay Walker lead the game early in Week 5. They're coming off a bye week. Everyone should be rested and healed pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That Packers defense has always been not terrible. They've always been kind of decent.
Nah, they get some good players this year. Yeah.
Yeah, under
Some great
Matt
players.
LaFleur. So look
Yeah.
for him, especially in that matchup. I think they're rostered currently in like 30% of league. So
Yeah.
you can definitely try to pick them up, streamline them off the waiver wire, and hope. Like, let's say your team is sliding this year, you might be able to pick them up pretty early. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good stream. But also remember, next time when we do defense streams on the waiver wire show, you actually have to pull your D out while you get the defense. So,
oh yeah,
yeah. But to get into my next one, we're going to do Mr. Zeke. Guess
Ooh.
what? Ramondre, he went out a little bit during the game. He came back a little bit, so I'll be curious to kind of keep up exactly what happens to him throughout the week. But I think he should be all right. But Zeke's been low-key kind of taking over some role in the Patriots, and they finally actually did something for once this week. They still lost, but, I mean, they actually moved the ball into the opponent's territory. So, yeah, this is also a dumpster fire team, and we're just talking about filling out these bye weeks because they suck. So, I think Zeke could be a okay, have to put someone in for my RB2. I have nobody. I have to put somebody in because I'm going to be in that certain person because I got Tony Pollard on bye, and I have also two. Look, you got Dameon Pierce and Tony Pollard, so I got two people on bye. So with them both being out, I got to put somebody in my RB2, and I have some people off the bench I can pull, like Aaron Jones, but got to put somebody there. I think that could be somebody you could plug and play just for a week, maybe give you a decent, maybe 7 or 8. You're not looking for a lot, but just something.
Okay.
But if he gets in that end zone, though,
Yeah, I mean that's bonus.
Fuck me up, baby. Yeah,
That's
sir.
bonus.
All right. What you got,
So
baby?
my next and final one is going to be. We've talked about it in the last podcast. If you didn't pick him up, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's Sam Howell, the quarterback.
Yeah, baby. Ooh-wee. Come on now.
So
He's a beast.
next up for the Commanders are the Giants. And, what did he put up, 18, 19 points this past week? I mean, he's been doing
did.
pretty decent
did.
for a rookie QB. So why not?
Yeah.
If your QB's on bye this coming week, if let's say you got who'd you say was on bye? Eagles, right?
No, dude, listen to me, baby. It's the Panthers. We got the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Texans, the Jets, and the Titans. Third time I've had to say this. You
All right. So maybe if you got one of those quarterbacks like Burrow or somebody, you could plug and play Sam Howell that'd be a decent option.
Yeah, but you got to howl when you play him. You can't just plug and play.
Yeah.
You got to let a howl out in the cubicles and let everybody know in the office you are that guy. And the last one that I'm going to put in, he's actually on bye this week. And I picked him up last minute. This might be a little tight end, I got him, and that's Mr. Dr. Schultz, baby. Dalton Schultz.
Ooh.
He was on my waiver wire in my work league, and I scooped him up. And, dude, he has been on a tear recently. He has been finding the end zone in every single way, and it's turning me on so much because I picked up – in that league I had Tyler Higbee, and – Cup came back, and I was like, yeah, get out of here. I don't want that no more. He was tight end 12, but that's going to be changed this week. Let's just break down. Pittsburgh, he put up 13.2. Atlanta, he put up almost 20 points, 19.5 this week. He found the end zone again and put up a 16.1. And guess who he's tied to? Someone we've been talking about, C.J. Stroud, who's been an absolute beast. Yes, he threw for his first pick today, but guess what? He threw 171 passes until he threw a pick, bro. Keep buying into this kid and the people around him, and you can buy into Schultz. And guess what? The tight end position is so fucked nowadays. It sucks trying to find somebody. And if he is on your waiver wire, especially on bye week, because he's going to get pushed so far down, no one's going to see him, scoop him. Scoop him, and you will be thanking me for that.
Speaking of tight ends, the week I dropped Kyle Pitts, he catches a touchdown.
Yeah.
So, my fantasy team is cursed, bro.
Dude, yeah. Well, you traded away A.J. Brown. He's been going off.
Yeah.
CD, we'll see if he goes off this week. He probably will. But, yeah, no, your fantasy team is a little bit of cursey, but it's all right. You got us a big Browns dub today, so,
that's all I care about.
For the boys. But, yeah, this has been the pod. Hopefully y'all stayed to this point. If you stayed to this point, you're a warrior. Hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep you dialed in, and so that way you can win your fantasy weeks and you can become a degenerate like us and also talk like that. So, yeah. Sorry, boys. My brain's so frazzled from this fucking Philly game. But we'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay live.
Peace.
Oh, shit.